What is up, guys and gals, and guys? Space Unicorn here bringing you some hot frag action, and you saw that right. We are going over the Ollie buff that came with update 1.9.9. We're going to talk about what changes are here real quick. They increased their HP by 20%, and they increased the Retro Blaster's damage by 30%. Honestly, this update should, in theory, help the card deliver the damage needed to be viable in the game of Frag. You can stay alive a little longer, and you don't have to hit all the shots to be super effective. Now, we're going to get into here. We're going to give you 3 basic tips and tricks that will help you improve your Ollie gameplay, along with your survivability with this particular card, and maybe, just maybe, you'll be able to play her in the current game of Frag Pro Shooter. Now, with that being said, let's get into tip number 1. Get close and personal. This card does not have a lot of range, so you need to get almost on top of your enemy in order to be truly effective with this card. While the damage is pretty good, and with the fire rate being what it is at the mid-range, about 15 to 19 depending on the headshots, it still is going to struggle at anything that isn't able to hit all of the bullets. While the damage is good whenever it can deliver that damage effectively, it is not consistent enough to truly work unless you are inside of that close little bubble that the characters have. Use the skateboard to stun, it'll help you. Now, with that being said, tip number 2, use the ultimate ability. The ultimate ability, like I just mentioned briefly, is able to stun, create movement, and you become very, very pesty whenever you are good with the ultimate ability. What does that mean? It means take your time, master this ability so that you can maximize the potential from this card. A stun character is an easy character to clip off a lot of headshots, and whenever you combine that with a fire rate that's as fast as Ollie's, a stun character gets a full clip of headshots, and it hurts. This is something that you can learn to maximize. Use the skateboard to stun, get close, and then inflict massive damage upon your opponents. Now, let's get to tip number 3. And that goes like this: hide and fight. This character is going to live and die by its ability to stay out of sight. It still is a swishy character. At level 11, it's only 377 health. So you have to keep it hidden in order to inflict the most damage possible. I know this seems kind of silly, but that ability to hide and fight at the same time will keep you alive longer, making this character's effectiveness much better than it would normally be in a match for Frag. Now we're going to move into a street frag match, and I'm going to give you my overall thoughts and grades on this particular character now after the buff. Let's go on the next match. Alrighty guys, here we are. Now let's talk Ollie again. So, Ollie. This buff is interesting because on paper, it's a step in the right direction. And you would think a 30% increase on a fire rate that's like this, that's great. This card's going to be awesome. And the simple truth is, no. This card is still missing something. While this buff is a step in the right direction, I do agree, I still say the major issue with this card is the clip size. She burns through that clip so fast, and this makes her very hard to deal effective damage upon her opponents. While the card is slightly more playable with the increased health and damage, it is still not going to find itself in meta conversations in Frag. Although I will say this card's sitting at a low, and I mean low, A grade character right now. And like I said, there's going to be somebody probably that can make her a high A, but she's still missing the ability to deliver damage effectively. The increased helped, the ability to tank a few shots helped, but it's still not quite enough for Ollie to really be put into meta talks, and that's unfortunate because I do like Ollie. Ollie's a fun card. I give her a low A, just above B sort of a grade, and I do think this is the right direction, but it is not enough to truly make this card what it needs to be. But let me know your thoughts on Ollie in the comments down below, as she is a fun card, and I'd love to see some of your guys' tricks and tips that you guys have as well. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay safe, and I will see you legends next time. Bye-bye.